Could we talk about the drilling that happened in Dallas the other night? Miikko Rantanen absolutely bending over the Colorado Avalanche like they still owed him $14 million. Head into the headboard, an ass beating of all ass beatings. I mean, this guy, I don't think he did anything for the previous 6 months. And then 10 minutes left in the third. I got it, boys. What a legendary performance. Do you want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, dude gets the Hattie in Denver and then gets another one in Winnipeg. He's getting a...
Hey, boys, hold the Winnipeg handshake. I got 3 more. We're getting out of here. Back to the Fairmont, Winnipeg.
He's getting the amount of goals per game as for the amount of teams that he's played for this year. And, you know, for all of the diva behavior, he's certainly showing that he was worth it. Like, you know, like when you have a Mariah Carey show up at your venue, you know that rider's going to be really deep as far as what she's going to want and all the needs and all the, you know, really ridiculous things that she's going to ask of all the staff. But once she gets on stage and performs, was it worth it? Everyone goes, yeah, it was worth it. And I think the Dallas Stars are feeling the same way, considering he scored the natural hat trick in Game 1 in Period 2 against the Jets. The Moose is loose, ladies and gentlemen. I think someone needs to break his kneecap because, my God, he's on a tear right now. And as we've seen before in his career, when he gets on a tear, he's hard to stop.
And you see him blasting the Avalanche bench on his way back from that empty net goal.
Sorry, I heard blasting and then ass eating, and my head went somewhere else.
This is a different show today, folks. We're on the road. This is mobile. We're not in studio.
If you're subscribing on OnlyFans, thank you for your 99 cents per subscription. No, I
or Patreon or YouTube channel members.
Look, I think he was. It's.
What do you think he was saying? By the way, did you see the clip of him barking at the bench? I wish whoever was between the benches was like, watch him. I wish they would have like unpressed the mute button. I would have paid good money to know what he said.
I know exactly what he was saying. You ready for this? Worth every penny. Because here's the thing. He is not going to be remembered as that franchise guy where, you know, and I reference him a lot, Steve Yzerman. He's not going to be recognized as one of those guys who's like, oh, that was our guy. He's not going to have his number hanging in any rafters. He's not. But he will be. He could be an HOF candidate, possibly. But just because of he's like, hey, it's me. If you want me, I'll come in and I'll score goals for you. But I ain't buying into your culture. I ain't buying into your community. Pay me money. I'll score goals, period. And then I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And I respect that to a certain extent. But he's not going to be a glue guy like you mentioned earlier. He's not going to be a locker room guy. He's going to be the guy that goes out and does it for one person only, and that's him. Same way as he did in Colorado. He goes, there's only 3 teams I'm playing for, and you're not one of them. And I think that said everything about Miikko Rantanen that we needed to know about him.
I kind of like it, though.
Well, yeah.
In this new age
sure.
of no personality.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, do you need that guy in your locker room? Sure. Do you need 20 of those guys? No.
Can you imagine the management conversation, though, afterwards, like after the game and after they're bounced? I mean, you're up 2-0, 10 minutes left. You played a great Game 6 to stave off elimination. You're about to close them out at home in Game 7. And then, well, let's trade him to Carolina because, you know, if we lose to Carolina in the Cup final, at least went to the Cup final. We can live with that. But then they deal him back to Dallas, and then he bounces you in the first round because, I don't know if we want to pay him. I don't think we're going to sign him. Like, you got to be thinking, man, he must have been worth every penny if they had a chance to sign him. And Mikko's saying, you guys owe me 14 sheets. Have fun golfing.
And you know what? He doesn't care. I really don't think he cares. You got to keep in mind, and it has shifted a little bit, not as much as I would have liked to have seen, but for a lot, not all, but for a lot of European NHL players, they don't care about the Stanley Cup as much as North Americans do. They like winning championships, but the Stanley Cup is, world championships are a bigger deal. Winning a world championship in hockey, that's a big deal. And keep in mind, if Mikko gets bounced in this round by the Winnipeg Jets, you know he'll go back and play his heart out for his home country in the world championships. They will parachute him in whenever he wants to.
If you enjoy what you just saw, we do new clips every single day, twice a day on the Clips channel. You see clips right here. And beside Dave's crotch, we have a full-length show every single Sunday, right by my hand.
Click right here.